You've got even a little tiny project at home and you call that a success. But an overall life success for me, I've probably never created a delineating line in my mind of like, hey man, I can really point to this. I would say that the
Mm.
world's marker for my success would start around the creation of the Youngstown Flea back in 2016. Something just widely regarded as a wonderful thing in addition to the Youngstown community back in that time. Success for me is making it through some of the challenges of life. My oldest brother was murdered in the city of Youngstown back in 1995, and I was only 14. And to survive that
Wow.
and be here to have a conversation with you at this point in my life, that is a success. And so, if I had to measure it, it began in these moments where you live through what you've been going through for such a long time, and you can maybe take a breath and pause and go on to the next thing that you'd love to pull off in this life.
Well, yeah, I didn't realize that about you, but and that was a difficult time for Youngstown, early '90s, mid '90s, right? There was a lot going on.
Yeah, very difficult time. That year in 1995, there were 68 murders in the city of Youngstown at that point. And so that's three times the amount of murders that you would see compared to just even last year in the city of Youngstown. So very challenging time for our city.
Who guided you along the way? Helping you get through that. Was it community? Was it family? Was it were there people? I'm sure there was a multitude of people. Was there anybody that you can kind of put a name to?
That's probably I at 14 really regressed within myself. And
I
so
bet. I bet.
didn't turn to a lot of folks for help, even though I had two older brothers still here. We were left to our own devices. My mother was a single mom of four boys. And so I call her, built for boys. She let us rip and run and we took care of ourselves. And so after that tragic, death in our family at 14, I even became much more of an island to myself. It probably wouldn't have been until years later, I would say in my mid 30s, where I came to this definition of a hero. Because I actually would sort of, arrogantly state that I didn't have anybody I really looked up to. But I heard this definition of a hero, and it said a hero is someone who takes the impact, someone who takes the blows for someone else. So if you can liken when Superman descends down on some railroad tracks and kind of leans his shoulder in and takes that blow, I got a very visual image of my mother and my brothers who all along my life as the youngest of four boys took those blows for me.